Keefy D situation. My apologies, y'all. But what I was saying, yeah, man, I just think that he was just running his mouth too much. You know what I mean? And like I was saying was before I got interrupted, it don't matter if I had immunity or not. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I just would have never been walking around going from podcast to podcast speaking on stuff like that and going in super detail and all that. That's crazy. So he really put himself in there.
He thought like see these niggas all attention seekers, yo. Like these like he thought cause niggas is dead, like ain't nothing
Mm,
back come back to haunt them. But nigga, you done said everything. You done made a book, an audio book. You went on. You can't retract none of that steps. Now you want to retract what you said cause you getting caught up, nigga. You should have kept your damn mouth closed. Now you about to go down for an unsolved murder for 30 some years that you the only nigga alive connected to it.
exactly. Because everybody is no longer here. And that's so, you know what I mean? And you're the only person been talking about it. And a lot of people don't even know that. A lot of people like, man, he just started giving this statement. No, it's actually, I don't know when they contacted him, but it was actually a video, not well, audio, should I say, of I guess him talking to the detectives or whatever about it, like right after it happened. You know what I'm saying? So this was still like 9/6. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Maybe it was a couple of months after that, couple of weeks. I don't know, but and now he's trying to go back and reattract his statement, and it's like, nah. If you gave the same stuff you've been saying, you done said even back then, and then fast forward, you know, decades later, you still talking about the same situation on different podcasts. So that was just crazy.
Yeah, you know how this shit be, man. It be like these niggas be wanting glory. These niggas won't wanting to glorify a bunch of sucker shit.
Yeah.
You know, he had his own podcast for a minute too. He had his own platform. You know, all these niggas is talking. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that
Well, KD, I didn't even know that.
yeah, he like all of them. Reggie White, all of them got like podcasts and shit where they be talking about all these situations. You know what I'm saying? You found out that a lot, a lot, like a lot of people have nothing to say. When Suge was out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like when Suge was out, and Suge would go to parties in LA. They had a law in LA to where if Suge come to your party, you got to shut it down.
damn, I didn't even know that. See, you putting me up on that. I didn't even know that. You know, so yeah, that's just a crazy situation. But what's more crazier, I was just watching. I was watching somebody YouTube channel a couple of nights ago, and he was basically showing like I don't know. I'm not even into the whole paperwork thing, but he was showing like paperwork that Kurt Burrows filed some type of civil suit or lawsuit back in January of this year. But
Yeah,
he filed another lawsuit a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? A couple of years back. And I'm just like, dang. And he was saying like they trying to bring him to the stand and stuff like that. And if you know what I mean, and because
what they
if he if
what they what they really trying to do now is pin Puffy to this shit because
exactly,
you already he already implemented Puff into orchestrating that hit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And you know, with lawyers, Puff beat that because for what he said, he don't got nobody to retract his statements but him. You know what I'm saying? A
yeah,
nigga like Von Zip, if he was alive, he could fry Dick if they got him, caught him up in that thing. But everybody dead. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You don't got no proof that that conversation ever happened. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
You don't got
yeah,
no. You don't have no proof. Everybody dead.
yeah. That is
You
true.
know what I'm saying?
It's just it's just a crazy situation at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like we keep saying, he far as Keefy D, he really got. he really got his own stuff in there. So for you know, it's crazy. He really got himself to blame. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
yeah, man. So what else has been going on in the world that you've been seeing or noticing? You know what I'm saying? As far as
What you think about this whole Charlamagne the God Ray Daniel situation?
who was that? Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
The Charlamagne the God Ray Daniel situation?
Oh yeah, um, man, a crazy situation. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really seen too much on it, but I did hear a little bit about it. You know what I mean? Crazy situation, man. It's just a lot of things I feel like that's just going on in the media that's crazy. But they like me on it. I heard a little bit, but not a whole lot.
So basically, Ray Daniels he went to the internet and basically was basically saying he know that it's Jay-Z album coming and it's completely done. It's that and the third. And it was information from what Rock Nation said and from what Charlamagne the God gave him Donkey of the Day. And
Mm,
they've been going back and forth. You know what it is? I It's a lot of niggas that do media that want to be rappers or entertainers in some type of form fashion, but
yeah.
they they got into the music industry on other notes. Like it might be a nigga that always wanted to be a rapper that wind up being A&R or manager,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of just getting their money playing the back doing what they do, they want to be front. So now that this media thing, anybody can get a microphone and just become a media person, they fit out their way to get their shit off. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you seen him turn into a character almost through the media shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I be like, yo, there's a lot of guys that actually do this that really want to be entertainers, but they couldn't find a way. They might have been rap or sing or produce, but they know how to talk. So they be like, yo, I can become a star like this. And this shit is ego driven, bro.
It is though. It is. Everybody want to be the, you know what I mean, the top dog and in the whole, everything. It is. It really is, and I'm starting to see that more and more. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Um, I did get the chance to check out your one about the whole the last live that you had put together. When you were talking about the whole
Purple City.
yeah, the purple, yeah, man. And you had, what I'm saying, you had some good points in there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
How do you feel about? I mean, well, you already said how you felt about the whole situation, but you know, it, I wish you just could have got. You know what I mean? You could have had a chance to really put out a full body. I was in high school, oh 03, oh 04, oh 05, you know what I'm saying, around those times. So I just wish I could you could have just, especially when it was in that era, could have wish you could have just dropped the album then. You know what I'm saying? I think the fans would have loved to seen that. You know what I'm saying? But
It was
no,
that's the type of situation what happens when the game plan's being switched up. You, you, and I'm gonna put in the
yeah,
analogy of basketball. That's like you running the point and y'all in the championship game, and you point the nigga that's known to run the point to play center, and the nigga that be center to run point, and then all with the run. It's just like niggas forget they get into the shit for. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? And once you get a little bit of the line, like some niggas run with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some
yeah,
people, you know, like they be like, shit. I know I can get money by standing in the background, but shit in the front feel, you know what I'm saying? This shit feel good being in the limelight. And some niggas
yeah,
get burned about limelight and forget their position is. And that's what happened with Purple C. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, let's make it to where shit is fair. And then, you know, life ain't fair, but let's make this let's be strategic about this. Whoever turn it is, whoever's hot, that's the one we backing. Period. That's the way it's supposed to always go. And crew, whoever got the motion, run off that momentum, score with that, and go on to the next project. But when it seemed like when it was my turn, everybody wanted to be their turn, and that's when the egos and everything clashed up. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, man,
Yeah.
it was I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but why is it coming an issue when the limelight is on me? You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to the limelight, you know, because at the time I was in a group, but you know how it is been in a group. The fans pick their favorites. It might be
Oh yeah,
you might like the locks, but some niggas might just like this as their
yeah,
favorite. Some niggas might just like Styles. Some niggas just might like or the Wu-Tang Clan. Some niggas might like Raekwon. Some niggas might like Meth more.
yeah,
And that's how it be. But the thing, how Riz did it, he structured it where everybody had to go. Everybody who Meth was the hottest nigga at the time is time to back Meth. Then Raekwon the Chef and Ghost came out, niggas backed that tape. It seemed everybody, it seemed like the game was ran on a structure. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
We
boy.
got to love everybody together. Well, we got to love everybody individual. And Purple City didn't grow into that into that part of the game yet. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
how we got to love Kiss, well, love the Locks first, but we got Kiss album, we got Styles album, we got Chic
mm,
album, and we be like, yeah, we pick what we like without the three as individuals, but we always gonna love them as a group. We ain't get to drop our individual album. Well, Shice got to drop an album, and I never got to drop an album besides the projects that I dropped on my own. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it was just like when it was time for me to be backed up. I was looking for my team and niggas wasn't backing me up. And I was like, yo, damn, I'm in shit by myself. Like I said, when it was time for me to record my album, I had no input from none of them niggas. You know what I'm
damn.
saying? I
That's
basically was recording my album by myself.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I was basically,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That
but
yeah,
when it was time
yeah,
to,
yeah. That would definitely make me feel, you know what I'm saying, some type of way because you looking at things one way or thinking it's one way, and then when it's come your time around, it's kind of like, damn, where you know what I'm saying, where niggas at? Because like you said, I ain't, you know what I mean, I ain't had nobody, you know what I'm saying, it's me,
mm-hmm.
and you know what I'm saying, when it came time for them to do the, you know what I'm saying, whatever they had going on, like yeah, I was. Yeah, I definitely, you know what I mean. Did you? I just seen that. I believe who was it? Hell Rail and J.R. Ryder. I believe just like did a freestyle, like some. It was something I was seeing. It was like some phone booth type stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just happened to run across that freestyle myself today. Yeah, they about to drop. They got a concert at SOB's on the 27th, and at midnight of that night, they dropping a full length album or Double Trouble or Rel J.R. Ryder. You know, shout to them. You know,
Mm,
all the fans that like good diplomat music. You know, go support it. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
was invited to the show. You know what I'm saying? And at one point, like I knew, like that's what I was saying about when you got information. Sometimes you got to keep that under your hat. Like I knew for 2 weeks that was gonna be a Dim concert. But
Yeah,
I run to the internet and tell people, some niggas be one of the first would be the first people to spread the news on shit. It's like
yeah,
that nigga. It's just like the nigga in the hood, and everybody got one. It's just like you know the nigga always spread the bad news first. It's that nigga that's in the hood that always can't wait to say who died, who got shot, or
yeah,
who got locked up. It be, but it that's how the internet is. Niggas be wanting to be the first with information. Sometimes that's good, but sometimes niggas be wanting to be the first on shit that's not really relevant and nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? And to all you doing is adding on to the BS that be going on to media. I don't really nothing informative. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
yeah. That's true.
but yeah, it definitely was a part. I was just like I felt like I was by myself and I had to do that shit on my own. I couldn't get no beach from ag, none of that shit. I was just like, yo, why this shit?
Mm.
Like, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this shit to the best of my ability. I put together a album, and the record label told me it wasn't good enough to put out. But when I left the record label, that's the first thing they put out.
Damn. So that was the first thing they put out. Wow. Yeah,
Yep, when I left, them niggas put out. I remember bright as day. I was me and my man Skibo was going on the road, and we needed some new music to rap to. We probably had, I think we was driving to North Carolina. We was upstate, and just before we gassed up, we went to a Best Buy, and we was walking down the aisle, and my nigga was like, "Yo, you drop some CD and let me know." I said, "What you talking about?" So he was like, "Yo, look," and I went, and it was a double CD of
damn.
all the music. It was double CD of all the music that I put in for my album, and they put that shit out unmixed, whatever they put
Yeah,
it out, trying to make
damn.
extra money or whatnot. But the same music they put out, they told me it wasn't good enough to put out. So why put it out after I leave?
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's some shady. That's shady right there. Cause why? Yeah, it's like why drop why say oh it's not good enough to put it out. Okay, cool. But then right when I bounce, I leave. Y'all putting out music. You know what I'm saying? But y'all was just telling me that this wasn't even good enough. So well, hold on, I'm confused. Now, now I know y'all run the game or trying to run the game.
That,
It's all what I'm saying. It's all bullshit. So yeah, that's foul play right there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That just goes.
that shit had me mad for a long time because it was just
Oh
like
yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
it's just like, oh, these niggas just trying to play me now because it was just like, all right, cool. If that music ain't not gonna see the light of the day, cool. All right, I respect it. But y'all made me pay back what y'all feel I owed y'all, and then y'all put that music out that I didn't,
Mm,
that I didn't, I didn't put a final touch and nothing on that. It was just a bunch of skeletons and shit that I was showing them. It was a lot of damn good music on there. I had features from everybody, Jewels, Farnsworth, Bentley, all like they,
damn.
you know, it was just a lot of sucker shit, a lot of hating, and then some shit end up the way it's supposed to end up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, 'cause at that
Um,
time it was just like, yo, you know what?
is you currently working on any? Well, you said you got shit like under tuck. I mean, in the tuck. It would you see yourself putting out an album? I would say maybe before the year or next year or like sometime like next year, because I know you're on a few joints. You got the Dave East and stuff like that. But do you see yourself in the future putting out your own project or you just like shit? I stick to doing these features.
Nah, nah, definitely gonna put out like I'm definitely gonna put out the whole project. It's like
Hmm.
I've been watching the game, right? And just It's just like this, right? When you watching a game, right?
Yeah,
Nowadays, you gotta kind of find an opening. You gotta find a loophole in the game, meaning you gotta know when to drop. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
you know how you it's niggas that had way bigger careers than me, and when they drop now, it's not a moment no more. Like Ross just dropped and he flopped,
he did.
and and I'm a fan of Ross. The type of nigga that waiting for a Ross album. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
highly disappointed. You know, niggas is rich. They got no love for the music no more. They don't got no hunger when they come to doing that. They'll give you whatever.
yeah,
And as a
yeah,
consumer, that's like you giving me some bad dope, some bad food, or something
yeah,
like that. It's just like, yo, bro, y'all niggas gracefully bow out. You know what I'm saying? But if you gonna participate, get a fan, they money's worth. You know what I'm saying? This nigga that actually
oh
still buy and stream y'all niggas music. Niggas don't wanna be trying to digest no BS. You get what I'm saying? But that's
yeah,
the game now. You don't really hear the hunger or the
yeah.
pride in
Don't
making good
you know
music
what?
no more.
Don't and not to cut your wisdom. I think it was more than well. At least this year, I think it was more than Ross' album that flopped because right before Ross put out an album, Ti put out an album, and then
Yeah, all
then I
these shits they flop.
and I think
They
this
because
album too a little bit because this album was it was kind of like I was hearing like mixed emotions from it from different people saying some say they like it, some say they did, some say it was okay, but I don't. Honestly, I think his album, I would check the numbers, but I think his album flopped and Ti album flopped, and then Ross because they all the albums came out pretty much around the same time. Future Ti Ross, so yeah.
you know you know what happened. You know what I think what happened with Ti.
Who was that?
Ti's Ti's one of the dopest niggas ever that come. He's the dopest. I ain't even say from the south. He's one of the dopest lyricists. Period. Right. As an
Yeah,
artist. Now you gotta know to as an artist. You gotta know when the fans stop roaring for you. Right.
yeah,
It's like once the fans see him going to comedy and bomb with that and just put itself in different element of showing who Ti is, it's hard to take to you seriously when it comes to the music that niggas believe in. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
If they
It
see you
is.
doing comedy and go into a whole different element, and then you know what I'm saying? It's just
Mm-hmm.
like this, right? This is when you know that the fans know when you gaffing or it's a money pull or it's not genuine. It's just like as soon as he came back, he cut his hair, his
Mm,
hat
yeah,
on to the side, and like going back to the rap Ti.
yeah,
Niggas don't believe you so far removed from the streets. Niggas ain't gonna
yeah.
believe that.
True.
Why
That's
you
true.
think why you think Jeezy as big as he once was? He's so far removed from that element of what people are gonna believe.
Yeah,
Now, when
that's true.
Jeezy first dropped, you believed everything that came with that man mouth. Why? Because the element he was around, he was around BMF.
Yep,
You know what I'm
that's true.
saying? They had turned Atlanta into a whole different culture than what the South was. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You can damn near smell the work cooking when you listen to a Jeezy album. But now he's so far removed from that element to where you try to come back and tap into the old fans. They not
Mm,
believing that because they know you not in no trap.
you not.
You
You
get what I'm
definitely
saying?
not.
They know you're not on
Yeah.
that block. It's on
Mm-hmm.
certain niggas that can take you on that world. to where niggas is even gonna mess with it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you, you know, you
It's
definitely right,
like
and
it's
it's go ahead. No, I hear you. Go ahead.
yeah. So it's just like it's like it's so many new fans of hip hop to where the OGs of it don't resonate with them no more. It's a new gangster. It's
Yeah,
a new trap. It's a new
it is.
way of life. And
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? It's
And
just like
now it's not even like how it used to even be, even with the trap. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, because that was really like a genre of music. You know what I mean? You had the Easy, the Ti's, the Gucci's. You know what I'm saying? Even Ross at kind of at a certain point. Now they all of them type of dudes and got to a certain point where, like you said, they so far removed. It's like it's a whole different world now. You know what I mean? Because like I said, T.I. even put out an album, and it man, and then I was hearing that him and Easy supposed to do a joint album, but I'm like, dang, didn't you say this supposed to be his last album? So, so he say, but I'm like, yeah, it's just tough. The whole and then the whole industry is different from once they from the time they came out. It's not the same no more. People, it's streaming the whole YouTube space and um, the whole game is different now. It's not even real. It's not even hard physical CD anymore. You know what I mean? To where you can
it's
be like, oh, I'm gonna go
the,
mom and pop or
what
whatever.
social media what social media did was take the mystique away from the artists. It's no more mystery. Everything is
It,
front, and you see them too much. So nowadays,
yeah,
you ain't see a motherfucker unless you like
concert.
yeah stuff like that. It's like you
Yeah,
wouldn't see like now you see your favorite rapper every day.
every day.
You know what his
And
clip look like. You know what type of car he driving. Back in those
who
days,
he eating,
it's like
all that.
exactly. So it's no more mystique. Back in those days, it
Mhm.
was just like this. You might have did you ain't see Big unless you seen him on somebody feature or something like that until it was time for them to drop. Back then, the companies believed in not oversaturating the game with the artists. It's nothing for them to keep selling if they getting so much of you. So why you think back in the days our artists would drop an album every 2 to 3 years,
Yeah, that's true.
besides the dropping every 2 to 3 months?
Yeah, that is true. That's true. Like, yeah, you're right about that. Because now our artists is putting out music so much you might not even catch really when of the last album they put out. You go and look, you be like, dang, they put out this album 4 or 5, maybe not even months. Sometimes it might be a couple of months, but you might look like, dang, okay, this August, they just put out a album back in May. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, when did this drop? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The whole rap game, man, totally, totally different. You know
And
what I
that
mean?
and they learned how to kill it. It's too much. It's just like this
Yeah,
over six
it's
million songs come out a
oversaturated.
week.
It's oversaturated because now, and then you know what else killed it too? Once the younger generation figured out a way, oh damn, I really got to go to no studio. I could put out my own music. Shit, I could go get my a dude that's younger than me. Like man, the the rap game was totally different because a lot of people have been like, dang, I don't really see. somebody say like, man, I don't really see the whole hype with Jay Z and stuff like that. I done heard had a few people say that, and I'm like, yo, like at a point in time, Jay was the dude. He was the dude. You know what I'm saying?
But you
Dude
gotta
coming from
realize
Brooklyn.
when Jay was the dude, these guys was 2 years old. A lot of these guys was born 2001, 2002, 2003. Now it's
Mm,
2027. So the niggas they looked up to the Chief Keefs and the Dirks and all these new niggas. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
They don't. It's just like music. It seems like music is not meant to stick around. No, it's meant to be a moment and they looking for next moment like that. What do you think music we grew up off of,
yeah.
we still able to enjoy an album that came 25, 30 years ago because of how good the
Oh, most
music,
definitely.
uh, because how good
Yeah.
the music was, how we had to consume the music. Like we had to wait for a next big album. So you're gonna play that album until the next shit come out. If you drop in June and then drop again in July, I didn't even digest the first album yet.
Yeah. Exactly.
I might love this album so much. I didn't even get to this yet. And by the time I get to this
Hmm.
album, you drop two more.
Yep. Yep. And that's how a lot of artists is now. Even the ones that's super all the way independent. You know what I mean? It's like music is coming out so quick now. The artists don't even give you the time to even digest the music. You know what I mean? And that like even now, like it's a few young dudes I like. You know what I'm saying like that. But I will always go back and listen to old albums, wherever it is,
On the album,
Jet or
on the
Ross or
album,
whoever.
and they giving and when they do drop, they giving out too much music to digest. Nobody's not sitting
Yeah,
around listening to 20 songs, 20. Give these niggas from 10 to
no,
12 songs. Give them 3 to 4 hits every album and watch your shit go. See, that's the
what?
thing with Lil Baby.
Yeah,
He oversaturated his fans. He get too much of his heat away back to back. That's what happened with Fetty Wap. They was putting it like back in the days your label knew what hit was, so they wouldn't let you put out so many back to back.
yeah,
They'd be like, yo, we got to hold off. We got 3 joints, we got 3 no ones. This next album roll out, such and such. Remember, only nigga that did that and succeeded was DMX. He dropped an album 9 months apart, and
mm-hmm,
one went 4 and one went 5. And that was because
yep,
of the momentum that he had. But at about the time niggas got to that fourth album, niggas was burnt out.
that's true. That is true. You know what? I call it because I done looked at artists like, why is they putting all these songs on the album? I call it the the no limit syndrome because I could remember at a point in time when Master P would put out albums, I could like it was yesterday. I could remember
But you see
putting
what, let me tell
with
you the
like 20
difference with that
songs.
though. Yes,
Yeah,
let me tell you the difference with that though, right? See, Pete was dropping probably month after month, but it was a different artist. It wasn't
you right.
it wasn't 3 albums of the Shaka. He dropped Mia X. He dropped the Shaka, Mr. Swerve on, Kane and Abel, Fiend,
Mm-hmm.
Missile,
Snoop at a point in time.
Soldier.
Yeah.
This he was dropping
Mm,
new shit. So like, even if I love the Shaka album, I still can love this album too. And
yeah,
that's how you got playlists. Niggas gonna go, or we just gonna ride around listening to No Limit because there's so much dope shit out. But imagine if
yeah,
he was just dropping Silk the Shaka, Silk the Shaka, Silk the Shaka,
yeah. It
Silk
would
the
been like
Shaka. Me,
I see what you said. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is true.
gave
That
everybody
is
he gave everybody room to breathe. You not giving niggas room to breathe now with some shit and be like, niggas think like niggas think that keeps the hot. No, that burns you out.
yeah. It did. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Man, it's like I said. The whole rap game is totally different. That's why I got a lot of for certain. I hold him to a certain stature because it was a different time back then. And while we on speaking about the young dude, how you how you how you feel about the whole little Dirk going on? Because I heard he got like 30, 35 witness. It's like the number is up
This
there
is
far. Man,
this what happens when you document the dumb shit. Niggas
that's
document everything with it, whether it's on video, whether it's on audio, whether it's snitch ass niggas. Niggas always documenting this. I was coming up, the nigga found out you recorded something on robbery or put a
mm-hmm.
video up of somebody shooting somebody. They would have found you dead somewhere. Now
Oh yeah,
people want you to know all the dirt they doing. That's
mm-hmm.
why all these niggas is going to jail.
Yeah, yeah. Because I done listened
They
to
putting
certain
it
songs.
out there.
Yeah, and you're
Niggas
right. Because
like, yo, bro, that was the mystery of a hitman back in the
yeah,
days. Niggas are sending a nigga on a hit, and nigga, you just know a nigga dead. You don't know who did it. Nowadays, a nigga will record him
now niggas
hitting.
rapping. Wait to hit the booth and rap about it. You be like, bro, you just, you know what I'm saying? And I heard that, and see, that's why I say it's kind of a difference between even if niggas, you know, albums is flopping or not. But that's the difference between like the younger generation, the younger dudes versus the dudes, the veterans that's been in the game 10 years plus. Cause it's probably some little stuff, say this artisan did or this that, but they might be wise enough, they're old enough and smart enough. Like, man, we ain't about to even discuss that. Oh no, you know what I'm saying? A young dude,
Mm-hmm.
he could go outside right now. You know what I'm saying? Slap a nigga in the face or throw a rock at a nigga. He about to go right in the booth and rap about it. He be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It just happened. You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't wait to go rap about it. So that's why I say it's a total difference now. You know, it's just it's totally different. So yeah, that it's 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 crazy. Um, and what else been going on? It's what else is in the media that's, that's crazy right now, man? It's so much. Uh,
All this shit
what you
crazy. The Keefy, all this shit,
yeah,
all these like you watching. What you doing is
situation?
watching niggas. What you watching is niggas get successful, then die or go to jail. Yo, bro,
Yeah,
I wish I could obtain 20%. Fuck that. 10% of what these niggas earn, right? I wouldn't be around half this dumb shit. I'll be so busy somewhere creating some tech shit, clothing, something that's gonna keep me occupied. I don't give a damn about being in no streets around no niggas. At that
no,
point, yo,
no,
niggas like Dirk, these niggas bank account be looking like 70 M's, 100 M's. The fuck wanna be involved with some murder with 100 M's in their account?
man, hell no, hell, and then people some of these dudes get go through the struggle, make it all the way out the struggle through, from the pissy hallways to noodles and oodles and all that, and then it's like just somebody like Dirk, you know what I'm saying? And it's what's funny if you look at Dirk and Chief Keef, they come from the same city. It's almost like night and day with them. Cause even with Chief Keef,
Keith
he,
was
he don't
Keith
even
was
really put out.
smartest nigga.
Yeah, he's so far removed from, you know what I'm saying, the bullshit. It's totally different with him. But you look at a person like Dirk, it's like, man, yeah, you just you
Like
took.
you don't understand the way like Keith can go can go on tour right now, right? For all
Yep.
this because they look at Keith as the messiah or all that, bro. Right? He can go talk all his whole shit and get and get stupid bag, right? But if he
Yeah.
would drop new music talking about that shot rack shit, niggas wouldn't fuck him because they know he's so far removed. He into the art world. He into so many different elements of that niggas from Chirac would never do. You don't even look at him the same as little nigga that was shooting videos in his grandmother's living room. He not the same kid. He not.
Yeah, he not.
He's too,
He not.
like them niggas never left that element. He knew he watched all his friends around him die.
All of them. Yeah, yeah. You
When
right.
once whatchamacallem, they they want to show that they can walk around with $1 million cash in their hood, $1 million chain. They want to
Mm,
show that they still with it and doing and they still with the BS. And why think niggas end up the way they end up on dead?
yeah.
Dirk
Yep. All
about
the
to do the
time.
rest of his life in prison. Cause y'all niggas still wanna represent what the street is. Like, yo, some of these niggas, yo, bro, a lot of these
Yep.
niggas, family parents was using drugs when they was conceiving them, bro. A lot of these kids mentally sick and chemically unbalanced, bro. It's a lot of like
Oh,
way they think. Like y'all, like it be like they be waiting. They just can't
it's
wait for
totally
their time
different.
to die. And by the
Yeah, man.
time they die, they ain't see shit on earth. Like if you if if you die at 19 and you still was nigga that was fucked, you ain't get to see shit.
Nothing. Hell no.
I'm a nigga that did shit, and I still feel I ain't seen nothing in the world.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So man, yeah, that's the difference, you know what I'm saying, versus back then to now. But I think this was all set up and was all because you know what I mean. That's what the industry push nowadays is all the you know what I'm saying of what we seeing like it's totally different how it was when Pac or Big or Jay or even in the even in the 2010s. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
it, it's totally different. Even from it was more comfortable even when Waka came out. When Waka Flocka came out, he was on some trap crunk type of type of time, and that's what it was. You know what I mean? And Gucci giving him the torch, but it was the rap game was even different when like I said when Waka came out, and like once
Cause you know
his
what it was different in Watch. You know what it was different in that era. It was because that was the pre. That was like when the internet's really started. This is when you really get to start to
it
see
was
in a rapper's life the DVD
yeah
era. This is when it
mm-hmm
started to be like, oh, we could really see the element. Gucci in a trap with his t-shirt, holding AR-15s. You know he in a trap. You know what I'm
yeah
saying? This became that was the era of you starting to see it. It was something to see. Like how
yeah
much money you was spending on DVDs per week or per month because it was so niggas you wanted to see that shit. You want to see
yeah
the new
yeah
smack.
yeah yeah. You right, man.
You was
And yeah,
allowed. You was able to be allowed out in a nigga world.
no, for real. Yeah, and the game did a whole. It just really did a whole 360. And maybe one day, you know what I'm saying, which it probably won't, but maybe one day, it could probably somewhat go back to how you know what I'm saying, how it once was,
Nah,
not
nah,
once
it's
was.
done. It's done. It's
You
done.
said
It's
it's done.
burnt out.
Yeah,
It,
yeah,
it's done. It ain't way. It's nothing that happened back then that you can virtually do today. It's too oversaturated. The technology took over. It ain't about the human no more. We got to catch up with the technology before
yeah,
technology have to catch up to us.
yeah. You're right. You're right about that. Yeah, that's what it's about at the end of the day.
It's like it's just like look before we couldn't do this We could you all the way in the D town. I'm in New York. We couldn't do this 15 years ago. Talk over a screen and and,
No,
and, and, and communicate. Now look,
nope.
I got a mic set up. I got audio. We able to communicate from across miles away.
Cross. Yeah,
It
yeah,
feels like we sitting in the living room with each other, just chilling. That's what technology we is no is we at the state of technology where we can communicate better than ever. And some people don't use this to their advantage. I use my communications to reach out to the world. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah. A
I
lot of
have
people,
these conversations and stuff.
yeah, and some just use it for the wrong thing. But it's a very well good, especially if what I'm saying you use it for the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just think these young dudes, man, they just gotta. I don't know, man. It ain't nothing fun or about having playing with freedom going to prison. You know what I'm saying? Because once you in there, you in there. You know what I'm saying? And if you get some years, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? So that's
Look
dude.
how many so look how
You know,
many so
learn
look
the
how
hard.
many successful look how many successful rappers is dead or locked up right now. I'm
Yeah.
talking about people that made way more money than me. Like Dirt. Niggas that made hundreds of millions of dollars and just can't enjoy it.
Nope.
They you
Can't even
you
do it.
can have all the soups. You have all the soups and snacks and commissary possible, but you can't even be out here to enjoy see yourself grow as an old man. You gotta grow.
Nope.
You gotta grow.
Yeah. And it's and that's what it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Um how you feel about everything? Well, let me see what else was I'm trying to think. Like I said, so much has been going on. Man, what else? What else? What else you been seeing? You know what I'm saying? Cause I be looking at some of everything. But what else you know what I'm saying? You been seeing on your side of things. You know what I mean that you could.
I
You
seen the thing about the. I seen the thing about the 19-year-old kid that killed in Los Angeles for wearing the wrong hat. That was crazy. The football player.
I think
He
I
went out
did hear
there.
something. Yeah.
He was in Compton. He was in Compton with a Houston Astros hat, and he was in the wrong. Like, who is the most hated gang in LA? They beef with everybody. Bloods, Crips, no matter. And he was in the wrong. Was in the wrong place with that hat on. This is the thing
Yeah.
about going to California too. This is. I somebody that work in the airport or feel here's this. They need to put up a picture in the when you land in California on what hat not to wear. Like when you get
Mm,
off the plane, it should be a
yeah.
wall that's dedicated for safety to show you what sport insignias not to wear in Los Angeles. Period. Because I think they
Yeah.
would probably if you get on a plane, get on one of them escalators, and you see that, you'll be like, yo, it's I can lose my life if I wear New York Yankees hat in the wrong part of town. That's that. You hear how sick that shit is?
Yeah. You know what? It's Mhm. It was a dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was a dude going over um every
I seen that. I be seeing it on TikTok.
yeah
They need to have that video.
all the teams.
They need to have that video playing on a jumbo screen in the airports of Los Angeles to let you know what hats not to wear. I'm from New York. I'm from New York.
When I went there,
I can't even be a New Yorker and go to LA and wear a New York hat without somebody asking me what I'm
nope,
from.
because that represents the '60s. Yep, that represents the '60s. Because I know for a fact they had since Yankees,
That
like the Roller
represents so
'60s had
many.
since
It's so crazy. It represents so many different sets. And when I go to
yeah.
LA, when I went to LA, man, I wore gray sweatpants, white t-shirt, white sneakers, white do rag, some neutral shit. Cause I
Mm-hmm.
remember I was living
Yeah.
up. I remember I went outside to go get me some roll-ups, and I had an all red fat form sweatsuit and red and black Jordan ones on, and a red and black do rag. I'm just dressing on some New York shit, some matching shit, and I'm going to this phone. And nigga like, what blood? And I'm like, oh my god, I forgot where I was at. That shit could have got my head
Yeah.
blown off there. You know what I'm saying? But luckily I lived in the jungles. I lived on St. Rosalina and Martin out there when I was living out there. So I was actually in the blood hood. He was just saluting me, but at the same time, could have been in the wrong hood. I remember when I was living in LA, I wasn't naive because I knew what real it was, but I was a nigga that I lived right down the block from the Baldwin Hill Mall. So I used to go. Sometimes I used to
Mm.
get out of
Oh,
there
you
in the
used to
house.
live out there?
Yeah, I lived there. I lived in a few places, man. I lived in
Okay.
Chicago,
Okay.
lived in Los Angeles. I lived in a few places.
Oh man, that's tight. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, you being out there, you just got to move very, very militant because it's really can get like that out
And
there.
it's like like LA. Like if you ain't into Hollywood or you ain't got a place to go after 6:30, after the lights come on the streets, it's really nothing to do in LA. That's why it was so many carjackings and stuff like that. And gang activity, the night is for the evil. I'm telling you, ain't nothing going on out there. The streets be like bone
Mm,
dry. If you ever went to Cali, been out after 7 p.m., you'd be like, yo, it's nothing going on. That's why it's
yeah.
easy for a nigga to pull up on you, the side of you, hop out, carjack you,
Uh,
you into dumb, crazy shit. You gonna go gang banging. So, that's what the night
yeah.
calls. But
I noticed that.
you ain't
I
got
had noticed that when I went out there because my younger brother or whatever lived out there for like 10 years, and when I went out there, you right because like right when it started getting dark, sun started going down. Everything just got it was like a little shift. Everything started to wind down, and rightfully so because it's getting later. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, around like I would probably say like seven, like you said, 7:38, maybe 9 o'clock. After that, yeah, if you know what I'm saying, if you just out just to be out, ain't really nothing to really get into all like that. Unless
unless you like in cut, like your neighborhood might be live. Like say you on a block, y'all got the video playing, you and cut. But as far as them main strips like Crenshaw and all that, man,
yeah,
keep your ass off them strips lately.
yeah, you got to, cause it
Just
it
out,
it
man.
it'll go
You
up.
should know what to have to take the house with you or you go in. There's no reason to be outside after a certain amount. If you do, you gotta be very cautious of where you going because
Yeah.
man, some shit that happens so quick, you'll be like, yo, I can't believe it.
Mm-hmm. Quick, quick, quick. And I remember I was walking down where I was at. I think it could have been maybe Sunset Boulevard. I forget where I was at, but and it was some dudes just standing around. I was going into a store, you know what I'm saying? But I could tell me just being, just having the street knowledge, you know what I'm saying? They was trying to, you know what I'm saying,
They
take
was
me out
scheming.
far as yeah,
They was
yeah,
scheming. Yeah,
yeah, because they
like
probably, you know
another
what I'm
street,
saying? Yep.
yo, bro. Like if you know the streets, like people don't read body language. People don't read the room. That's why they
Mhm.
get caught up.
That's true.
Like I know how to conduct myself because it's ignorant is everywhere.
Yeah.
And if
Yep.
you're around ignorant niggas every day, you know what an ignorant nigga look like. I move. type of body language, you know, oh, he on bullshit. Let me just try to clear the. See,
Yeah.
I'm I'm a master of staying out the way.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I can
Niggas be
definitely
like, yo,
do
you
that.
got a clean street. I be like, I just stay. I'll find my own vibe. I find
Mm.
something to do on my own. That
Yeah,
you know, it's just like even like niggas be having these little park jam and this, that, and the third. I don't be going to none of them. I be like, I wasn't. They be like, yo, it's a vibe, this, that, and the third. But if it's 120 niggas and 21 girls, that's not no good time to me. The ratio is off. It's too much
yeah,
testosterone in one area. You
yeah.
know what
Too
I'm
much.
saying?
Yeah,
That's like you. That's like a nigga like yo, come with me. Yo, come with me to the gym on the park, and you go. This like 13 girls and everybody else niggas. What think is gonna happen
yeah.
when weed and alcohol is involved
Oh
with
yeah.
ignorant niggas
Two
that ain't
things
got
involved. It's
nothing?
a wrap.
Nigga
Yeah,
want
something
nigga
gonna going
want to
down.
tear some shit up.
Yeah,
Nigga want to tear shit up. You know what I'm saying?
right
So
about that.
it'd be like,
Yeah, yeah, man.
I
Being
used to
out
see it.
there,
I used to can tell when the situation used to go on. And my man used to always trust my judgment too. As soon as we leave, something popped off. He'd be like, yo, you be seeing, yeah, you gotta read the room. It
you
be
got to.
it's some niggas that go that'll pay $40 just to go start shit in the club. It's niggas that just was born to be troublemaker. And you gotta know that. It's niggas that just go, yo, hey, yo, I wanna go to the club and let's have a bar fight. Let's go have rec. We see a op this house. Niggas be on it. Niggas
You
intentions
right.
don't be they niggas intentions don't be intention to go have fun. Niggas be like they
No.
know the op was gonna be there
Mm-hmm.
and
You
don't know
definitely
that be
right.
their last time walk in or out that club. Niggas don't care until too late.
Yeah, yeah. That's why, like, even if I do go somewhere, it's definitely somewhere, like a maybe like at least 90 to 95, or at least pretty much everybody in there older. I'm talking about probably, what I'm saying, older than me, because it's like now, even being here from Detroit, it's like, man, I can't, I couldn't be around just a bunch of saying the little YN dudes and stuff like that, cause like you- that that might not even go right. You know what I'm saying? That might
Like I'm
go
telling my
in
guys,
another
don't
way.
get it wrong. It be older guys that be just be wanting to go places, and it be 90% wins when we get. And I be like, yo, half these, I can be the father. I can't relate to none of these niggas. They don't even think like me,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
some of the young niggas cool for the most part. It's a lot of niggas that's running off knucklehead coach. So I just I stay clear of these guys.
Yeah, you get man. You definitely got to. You definitely got to.
Gotta
Uh,
stay clear of these guys.
do especially how it is now. Man, it ain't no way around. Let me see, man. What's been cracking up, man? Feel about how you feel about 50 Cent re I get well re-releasing the Jordan
That's
shoe.
dope. That joint sold out, and it's going for higher than what it came out for. 50 a master. He 50 know how to make money.
Yeah,
50 know how to make money.
yeah, yeah. He definitely do.
He
Um,
sold more units than Rook Roll sold albums of that sneak. Rick Ross
that
going
is
out
true.
bad.
Cause I was huh?
I said Ross going out bad.
Oh yeah, he
He
is.
going bad. He going
He
bad.
is.
But
Yeah.
it's just like I said, this some social media can gift and encourage. You gotta know how to use it. That's why I'm switching my whole approach. Not even getting reacting how people want you to react. Because when people get you to react, how I want you to react, that means you got control over it. Nah, you gotta come to this shit with a different approach get your point across, but come with a different approach, unlike other how people would think would come. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you
that's
do.
why I just that's why I take it one day at a time with this streaming shit. You know what I'm saying? I be want to be more assistant and all that. But sometimes you gotta get this shit a breather. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't a nigga chase money, he just chase views and you know, like it's all you know what I'm saying. Shout out my guy Wayne though. He got this shit on Smash. Like sometimes he
Yeah,
drop 3 times a day
yeah,
and that shit might do 15, 20,000 views every time. You know what type of YouTube checks that is? Like niggas is making money off shit. So shout out to
yeah,
guys that
right.
actually, shout out to the guys that actually got this shit in a headlock. I'm on my way. If you new here, they true here. We're on our way to 20,000 subscribers. I should have been at, if I would have stayed consistent through the years, I would probably had hundreds of thousands of
Yeah,
subscribers.
man.
But,
I
keep,
think yeah, you probably at this point in time right now, probably would have had about uh, two, three, four. You know what I'm saying? Like somewhere up there. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, but, it's not going to get better, man. I ain't tripping about it.
oh yeah,
Been
I
here for an hour.
feel the same way about my channel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
cause it
man.
was at a point in time. It was at a point in time I only had like 270 subscribers, and I just started one day just dropping shorts, and I'm like, yo, I really want to do this. You know what I'm saying? I just started dropping shorts one day, and this was like probably let me see, probably about 2 years ago, maybe about really probably about a year and a half ago, for real, for real.
Hmm.
My channel I just started getting subscribers, you know what I'm saying? And that was like right before they kind of switched up again, you know what I'm saying? Because YouTube been switching up their guidelines and certain things so much. But and I just been, you know what I mean, try to stay consistent with it, you know, as far as, just keep my face out there, right,
Some of, some of your
whatever.
best live, and I always tell like this, some of your best lives, some of your best information, the only ones that's going to reach it, that is gonna reach to is your consistent fans, people that can't wait for your lives. That's the ones that want to obtain those information that you giving out.
Yeah,
When you might do an episode like I realized this thing about the algorithm. If you attach to some shit that's got so much controversy, that's where you get the most views. Like I just like my last views 14, 17,000 and all that off live. Like when I'm talking about the
yeah,
you realize that this is all entertainment. This shit is all connected algorithmic controversy. But Tate, where you find you at? We power. We
yeah,
going.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
You could definitely subscribe to me. You could definitely find me Tay Luciano Media. You know what I'm saying? That's Tay Luciano Media on YouTube and Instagram. I'm eventually going to be going live on Kick as well. I've been, doing my research on that, and probably eventually Twitch. But I want to kind of get in. I'm eventually get into like probably maybe a little bit of, I don't know, maybe video game streaming on Twitch. But definitely you can find me on YouTube, Tay Luciano Media and Instagram, and definitely subscribe to the channel, man. Yo, can you hear me? What happened? I don't even know what happened. Can you hear me? I can't even hear you.